When celebrities with a special place in our hearts have their lives unexpectedly cut short, the grief we feel can often take us by surprise. After all, we didn't know these people personally, but as seen with the national outpouring of grief in the wake of famous figures like Princess Diana, Aaliyah, Kobe Bryant, and so many more, it's clear just how great of an impact these stars can have on our lives nonetheless. From murders like those that claimed the lives of John Lennon and Selena Quintanilla to fatal accidents like those that killed James Dean, Paul Walker, or Naya Rivera, these high-profile deaths can be a startling reminder of how precious and uncertain life can be, sometimes to dangerous effect. In a 2018 PLOS-1 study, researchers found, for example, that there was a 10% increase in the U.S. suicide rate in the months following comedian Robin Williams taking his own life. This celebrity suicide effect is an unfortunately well-documented trend that sees an uptick in suicides after someone famous dies by suicide, and speaks to just how impactful news of this kind can be. Clearly, the cause of death in these celebrity tragedies is relevant to the reaction it produces, and a heartbreakingly common cause is accidental drug overdose, which claimed the lives of Corey Monteith, Michael K. Williams, Matthew Perry, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and so many more. In honoring these lost lives, there's a hope that the renewed awareness of the dangers of addiction may produce a positive effect and help prevent others from losing their lives in the same way. But first and foremost, we simply have to feel the grief of these lives that ended too soon. These memorable stars have left an indelible impact on pop culture, first in life and now in death. It's an honor to celebrate their legacies, and we couldn't forget these celebrities if we tried. 1. Liam Payne, 1993 to 2024. On October 16, Liam Payne tragically died at age 31. According to reports, the former One Direction member fell to his death from the third floor of a hotel in Buenos Aires. He is survived by his son, Bear, who was born in 2017 during the singer's relationship with Cheryl Cole. 2. Matthew Perry, 1969 to 2023. Matthew Perry was 54 years old when the news of his passing shocked the world. The Friends star died from acute effects of ketamine on October 28, 2023. Perry's death is currently being investigated. 3. Sinead O'Connor, 1966 to 2023. Sinead O'Connor left her fans saddened in 2023 when news broke of her passing. On July 26, the Nothing Compares to You singer died of natural causes. 4. Tupac Shakur, 1971 to 1996. Tupac Shakur's life was sadly cut short after he was shot 4 times on September 7, 1996, following a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada. 6 days later, on September 13, he died of internal bleeding. 5. Lisa Left Eye Lopez, 1971 to 2002. Lisa Left Eye Lopez, who was one-third of the girl group TLC, passed away tragically at just 30 years old after a car accident on April 25, 2002. While there were other passengers in the car, Lopez, who was driving without a seatbelt, was the only one to succumb to her injuries. 6. Angus Cloud, 1998 to 2023. Beloved Euphoria actor Angus Cloud tragically passed away on July 31, 2023, from an accidental overdose. He was only 25. 7. Christina Grimmie, 1994 to 2016. Back in June 2016, YouTuber and The Voice alum Christina Grimmie was murdered during her show in Orlando, Florida. The up-and-coming singer was shot at point-blank range by a man named Kevin James Loyable while she was signing autographs. She was only 22. 8. Lisa Marie Presley, 1968 to 2023. Lisa Marie Presley, the only child of the late king of rock and roll Elvis, passed away suddenly on January 12, 2023, at age 54 from an apparent cardiac arrest. 9. Charlby Dean, 1990 to 2022. Charlby Dean was a model and actress well known for her work in Spud, Black Lightning, and Triangle of Sadness. Before the latter movie premiere, however, she passed away on August 29, 2022, due to bacterial sepsis. She was only 32. 10. MF Doom, 1971 to 2020. rapper and producer MF Doom, also known by his real name Daniel Dummel, passed away suddenly in 2020 at the age of 50. While the news broke of his death on December 31, 2020, his wife clarified that he actually passed 2 months before Halloween. 11. Cheslie Kryst, 1991 to 2022. Daytime Emmy-nominated host and Miss USA 2019 Cheslie Kryst tragically died by suicide on January 30, 2022, at the age of 30. She jumped from a 60-story high-rise apartment, and her death shook the nation. 12. Cameron Boyce, 1999 to 2019. Beloved Disney star Cameron Boyce suddenly passed away at only 20 years old due to an epileptic seizure. He was most well known for starring in projects like Jessie, Descendants, and Judy Moody in The Not Bummer Summer. 13. Glenn Quinn, 1970 to 2002. Irish actor Glenn Quinn appeared in numerous projects throughout the 1990s, including beloved shows like Roseanne and Angel. He tragically died at the age of 32 from an accidental drug overdose on December 3, 2002. 14. Virgil Abloh, 1980 to 2021. Famed fashion designer and Louis Vuitton artistic director Virgil Abloh suddenly passed away at age 41 on November 28, 2021, from a rare cancer he'd battled in private for several years. 15. Dustin Diamond, 1977 to 2021. Saved by the Bell star Dustin Diamond died at age 44 after a year-long battle with stage 4 lung cancer. 16. John F. Kennedy Jr., 1960 to 1999, and Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, 1966 to 1999. Socialites John F. Kennedy, Jr. and Carolyn Bessette Kennedy were on their way to a wedding in Martha's Vineyard when tragedy struck. The two of them, along with Carolyn's sister Lauren, died on July 16, 1999, in a plane crash. John was 38, Carolyn was 33, and Lauren was 34. 17. Anton Yelchin, 1989 to 2016. Star Trek star Anton Yelchin's life was tragically cut short after a freak accident in June 2016. Yelchin passed away at 27 years old when was found pinned between his Jeep Grand Cherokee and a brick post outside his house. 18. Takeoff, 1984 to 2022. Migos member Takeoff, also known by his real name Kirshnik Karibal, was murdered on November 1 in a fatal shooting in Texas. He was only 28 years old. 19. Nkechi, 1969 to 2022. Actress Nkechi died at age 53 after a series of hit-and-run car accidents that left her in a coma with critical injuries. A preliminary blood analysis revealed Nkechi had cocaine and fentanyl in her system, but she ultimately died from an anoxic brain injury she sustained in the final car crash. 20. Chadwick Boseman, 1976 to 2020. Beloved Black Panther actor Chadwick Boseman tragically passed away in 2020 from colon cancer, which he had been battling privately since 2016. He was 43 years old. 21. Jim Morrison, 1943 to 1971. Jim Morrison, frontman of legendary rock band The Doors, was found dead in a Paris apartment bathtub at age 27. His official cause of death is heart failure, although eyewitnesses claim it was the result of an accidental heroin overdose. Because French law doesn't require an autopsy, Morrison never underwent the procedure. 22. Avicii, 1989 to 2018. Swedish DJ and music producer Avicii passed away at 28 years old in 2018. He retired from touring after several years of struggling with his mental health, and died by suicide. 23. Jimi Hendrix, 1942 to 1970. Iconic guitarist and rock musician Jimi Hendrix passed away in 1970 at 27 years old. An autopsy confirmed his cause of death to be asphyxia, as Hendrix had choked on his vomit while intoxicated from barbiturates. His girlfriend at the time later revealed he had taken 9 of her Vesperax sleeping tablets, which was 18 times the recommended dosage. 24. Taylor Hawkins, 1972 to 2022. Foo Fighters drummer Taylor Hawkins was found dead in a Colombian hotel room at age 50 in 2022. Medics were called to the room due to Hawkins reporting chest pain, and a later urine toxicology test revealed the rock star had 10 substances in his system at the time of his death, including opioids, benzodiazepines, tricyclic antidepressants, and THC. 25. Anna Nicole Smith, 1967 to 2007. Model, actress, and television personality Anna Nicole Smith died in 2007 from an accidental drug overdose. She was 40 years old. 26. Sharon Tate, 1943 to 1969. Actress Sharon Tate was brutally killed by the Manson family at age 26. She was 8 months pregnant at the time of her death, making the atrocious murder even more horrific. 27. Brittany Murphy, 1977 to 2009. Brittany Murphy's life was cut sadly short when she died of pneumonia in December 2009, first collapsing in her home before being transferred to Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles. The actress was 32 years old when she passed away. Her husband Simon Monjack died in May of the following year. 28. Aaliyah, 1979 to 2001. Groundbreaking R&B singer Aaliyah was just 22 years old when an airplane she was on in the Bahamas crashed and killed all 9 passengers. Her impact on the music industry have been fiercely celebrated in the years since her 2001 death. 29. Princess Diana, 1961 to 1997. Princess Diana's 1997 death is almost as storied as the royal's life. At age 36, she was with her boyfriend Dodi Fayed, bodyguard Trevor Rees-Jones, and driver Henri Paul driving through Paris and trying to get away from the paparazzi when the car crashed, killing all but Rees-Jones. Fayed and Paul were pronounced dead at the scene, while Diana was taken to a hospital and pronounced dead a few hours later. She was survived by her 2 sons, Prince William, who was then 15 years old, and Prince Harry, who was 12. 30. Selena Quintanilla, 1971 to 1995. Rising Tejano singer Selena Quintanilla was just 23 years old when she was fatally shot at a Days Inn in Texas by Yolanda Saldivar, the president of Selena's fan club. Prior to the attack, Saldivar was confronted over embezzling thousands of dollars. Saldivar was later sentenced to life imprisonment with the possibility of parole after 30 years, meaning she will become eligible for parole on March 30, 2025. 31. Luke Perry, 1966 to 2019. In 2019, beloved Beverly Hills 90210 star Luke Perry unexpectedly died of a stroke at age 52. He was survived by his 2 kids, Jack and Sophie Perry. 32. Naya Rivera, 1987 to 2020. In July 2020, Glee star Naya Rivera went on a boat ride at Lake Piru in Los Angeles with young son Josie Hollis Dorsey, whom she shared with ex-husband Ryan Dorsey. Josie was later found alone in the boat and Rivera's body was later recovered. Her cause of death was determined as an accidental drowning incident. 33. Paul Walker, 1973 to 2013. Fast and Furious star Paul Walker was just 40 years old when a 2013 car accident claimed his life and that of the driver, his friend Roger Rodas. He is survived by daughter Meadow Walker, who filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Porsche after his passing. 34. Philip Seymour Hoffman, 1967 to 2014. Actor Philip Seymour Hoffman was found dead in 2014 in his New York City apartment when he was 46 years old. His death was ruled an accidental drug overdose. He was found with a syringe in one arm and heroin in his hotel room. He was survived by partner Mimi O'Donnell and their 3 kids Cooper, Tallulah, and Willa Hoffman. 35. Elvis Presley, 1935 to 1977. In 1977, musician Elvis Presley was found on the ground of his Memphis mansion Graceland by girlfriend Ginger Alden. He was pronounced dead at age 42 later that day with the cause of death ruled as cardiac arrest, and his longtime drug abuse considered a contributing factor. Elvis was survived by daughter Lisa Marie Presley. 36. Mac Miller, 1992 to 2018. Rapper Mac Miller was found in his Los Angeles apartment by his assistant in September 2018. The 26-year-old musician's death was ruled to be an accidental overdose with fentanyl, cocaine, and alcohol found in his system. Miller had previously opened up about his long history with addiction. 37. Bobby Christina Brown, 1993 to 2015. Young Bobby Christina Brown was found unconscious in the bathtub in 2015 in her Georgia home, 3 years after her mother Whitney Houston's death under similar circumstances. She was transferred to the hospital and placed into an induced coma, but passed away 6 months later at just 22 years old. 38. Whitney Houston, 1963 to 2012. Legendary singer Whitney Houston was found dead at the Beverly Hilton in Los Angeles at just 48 years old in 2012. Her death was ruled an accidental drowning in the bathtub, though heart disease and cocaine use were listed as contributing factors. She was briefly survived by her daughter, Bobby Christina Brown. 39. John Belushi, 1949 to 1982. Animal House star John Belushi died of an accidental overdose on heroin and cocaine at age 33. He was found dead by trainer Bill Wallace at Los Angeles Hotel Chateau Marmont in 1982, and Kathy Smith eventually pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter for being the one to inject Belushi with the dose that killed him. 40. Corey Haim, 1971 to 2010. While child star Corey Haim was open about his struggle with substance abuse throughout his life all the way up to his death at age 38, his passing in 2010 was ultimately ruled to be due to pneumonia. 41. Michael K. Williams, 1966 to 2021. In September 2021, The Wire star Michael K. Williams died of an accidental overdose with a combination of heroin, cocaine, fentanyl, and p-fluorofentanyl found in his system. The actor had spoken out about his struggles with addiction before he passed away, survived by his son Elijah Anderson. 42. Corey Monteith, 1982 to 2013. Glee star Corey Monteith was vocal about his lifelong struggles with substance abuse before checking into a rehab facility in early 2013. Sadly, he was found dead of an accidental overdose at age 31 later that same year. 43. Heath Ledger, 1979 to 2008. Actor Heath Ledger was just 28 years old when he accidentally overdosed in his Soho apartment in 2008. Ledger was survived by his daughter Matilda, whom he shared with ex-Michelle Williams. 44. James Dean, 1931 to 1955. James Dean died in a fatal car crash at age 24 when the Porsche he was driving collided with another car at a California intersection. His 1955 crash occurred after the release of East of Eden but before his other two films, Giant and Rebel Without a Cause, had been seen by the public. 45. Janis Joplin, 1943 to 1970. Singer Janis Joplin was found dead in her Los Angeles hotel room at age 27 after years of struggling with substance abuse. Her death was ruled an accidental heroin overdose. 46. River Phoenix, 1970 to 1993. Stand By Me star River Phoenix died at just 23 years old in a 1993 drug overdose outside of Hollywood's Viper Room nightclub. In 2020, surviving brother Joaquin Phoenix named his son River in his late brother's honor. 47. Prince, 1958 to 2016. In 2016, Prince was found unresponsive at age 57 in his Minnesota home. His death was later ruled to be the result of accidental fentanyl exposure when the singer took what he believed to be Vicodin. 48. Kurt Cobain, 1967 to 1994. In 1994, Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain killed himself with a shotgun in his Seattle home. He was later found to have had a high volume of heroin in his system. He left a suicide note nearby and was survived by wife Courtney Love and daughter Frances Bean Cobain. 49. Kobe Bryant, 1978 to 2020. Kobe Bryant, 13-year-old daughter Gianna Bryant, and 7 other passengers' lives were claimed in a January 2020 helicopter crash that left no survivors. 41-year-old Bryant was survived by his wife Vanessa Bryant and his 3 other daughters Natalia, Bianca, and Capri Bryant. 50. Amy Winehouse, 1983 to 2011. Amy Winehouse also joined the unfortunate list of celebrities who passed at just 27 years old when she died on July 23, 2011. Winehouse, who had been open about her struggles with drug addiction, passed due to alcohol toxicity at the time of her passing. Winehouse's blood alcohol level was more than 5 times over the legal limit. 51. John Lennon, 1940 to 1980. Legendary Beatles member John Lennon had his life taken from him on December 8, 1980, when he was shot by his fan Mark David Chapman while leaving the Dakota in New York City. He was survived by his wife Yoko Ono and his sons Julian and Sean. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more updates on celebrity deaths and news updates.